Welcome to my life, story time with Christian. So let's start with funny moments. Growing up, I was always adventurous and outgoing. I was into everything and I was curious. I was always wonder why the stars in the sky did what they did, the sea creatures in the ocean. I was always that kind of thinker ever since I was a kid. I was always spiritual. One of my friends, or a couple of my friends, we was playing manhunt and I stepped on these bushes and it was a whole lot of bees and they all just started chasing me as we was playing, and it was hilarious thinking back at it, because at the time it wasn't funny, but now looking back at it, it's like, man, like we was just kids trying to stay out of trouble and trying to find something productive to do. The best games I've ever had, man, that's a great question. To be completely honest with you, I never really played. I didn't play in high school. I didn't get any playing time. In college, I didn't play. I mean, I played a little bit in college, but barely anything. But when I got in, I played really well. I would have a dunk or I would have a step back three or whatever it is. So those were some of the best times that I've had mentally, when I was just mastering flow state, when I was just shooting and reacting without thinking. I was relying on my instincts, relying on all the hard work that I put in for years. So I would just say that was some of the best times or games that I've had for sure. This one is probably going to be a little more long-winded on the times that I felt low. So my entire life, growing up especially, I felt low. I didn't have my father growing up. He was absent in my life, and that really took a toll on me. My mother was there. She took care of me. She did what she could, but I feel like she wasn't emotionally available. I feel like she didn't know how to nurture me or be aware of my needs in certain ways. Because they were both just their own humans experiencing life for the first time, so you can't even really blame them. But I felt low from that. I felt anxiety. I felt depression. I feel like I haven't wanted to live anymore on this planet because I didn't understand my purpose. I didn't understand my worth. I felt low when I had a stepfather who was extremely just toxic and who traumatized me. I felt low when I was pursuing basketball and I feel like I wasn't getting anywhere. I knew I was better than all the guys that I was around. I knew that I was the best player on every team that I played on, but I didn't have the resources, I didn't have the connections, I didn't have the confidence. I didn't know what it took at the time, but I always had the work ethic. So I would say a lot of my life I felt low. I felt like I was trying to search for meaning. I felt like I was chasing something that wasn't loving me back in the sport of basketball. And I felt low because I always knew that there was more inside of me, but I needed to unlock it. I needed to let it out and give it to the world. That's what I'm doing now. So for anybody listening who's ever gone through low moments in life, stay strong and keep fighting, because there's better days ahead. And there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And background stories about my life. There's a lot I could say on this. I would say that to talk about more about who I am, I'm just a seeker of knowledge. I love to read. I love human interaction. I love to meet different people, analyze why they think the way that they do, what contributes to their thoughts and their patterns and, things of that sort. I love to inspire, encourage, and spread love. I've always been like that since I was a kid. I always had a really big heart. I always wanted to give love to the world, to help kids, to help people in general. My life has been a journey. It's been unique to myself. A little bit more, like, we didn't really have much growing up. So me and my mom, single mother, Section 8. I remember, we didn't really have much, and I just remember living in the hood. I remember different crazy, circumstances that we've been through. I remember an apartment that we lived in, our entire roof came collapsing due to water damage. I just remember my mom working really hard to try to provide the best life for me. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's part of the reason why I do what I do, because I want to give back. So that's just a little bit of behind the scenes of my life. It's just a little background of who I am, my humble beginnings, where I get my perspective from. My grandparents still stay in East Cleveland today, in the house that we lived in. That's motivation for me. Like, I want to get them out of that situation. I want to show them a better way of life, and I'm going to. And I'm living my life bigger than myself. It's not for me. It's to give my greatness to the world, to share my love to the world, to introduce people to who they truly are. It's not about necessarily learning anymore. Yeah, we need to still learn more, but at the same time, it's about application. We have enough information, but we don't do enough application. So I would just say spreading my love and my greatness to the world, helping people overcome themselves is a part of my journey and my mission. And I've always had this mindset ever since I was a kid, so that's my background. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for this question, my brother. Thank you for everybody listening. Be sure to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Because what I have vision for, what I have for this world, what I have in my mind, I'm gonna materialize in the world. So I know that I'm the greatest. I won't wait till they notice. Y'all have a blessed day.